And welcome back to this tutorial. So as many of you have requested some additional features to the social website project, I'm going to add a few more videos to address some of those things and add a few more features. So I've written down a few things here that we will be this is much bigger. Okay, there we go. So these are the things that I'm going to add to this tutorial. So for example, notifications, we're going to have messages, we're going to have liking a comment without refreshing. Also, maybe we can try where when you post a comment, the page doesn't need to refresh. We'll see that how that goes. Displaying who liked or posted or commented on your post without going to another page. And then we'll add some pagination as well. So for those of you that do not know, pagination is when you have many posts on a page, but you don't want to show all of them because that will overwhelm the device that they are viewing those things on. So instead you show maybe 10 posts at a time. So you have to click next page, previous page, and so on. So we're going to see how we can do that using the database. And then we're going to look at clean URLs. So at the moment, when you log into this thing, you have, for example, let me try and log in right now so we can see what this is all about. So for example, if I go to a user like this one, so you see that the URL here is profile.php with a question mark, ID is equal to, and then the ID. So what I would rather us have is a situation where instead of profile.php, we just have profile, and then we have a slash, and then we have the ID. And instead of actually the ID, we can have the name of the user that we are on. So instead of using IDs, we can use names, and then we can remove all these question marks there. So we're going to see how to actually do that. And so the fact that we're doing that, it means we're going to convert this website into an MVC format, and we're going to, which will make it more robust. It will mean that when you want to upgrade this website, it will be much easier than the way it is right now. Okay, because there will be a very specific order to how things function. Okay, so then we're going to look at allowing a user's profile to be publicly shared on Facebook and on Twitter if you want. So for example, as it is right now, if I were to share, we can imagine this was online. If I were to share this profile to somebody on Facebook, for example, and they tried to view it, they wouldn't be able to see anything because you need to be logged in to just see this profile right here. So we can set it up so that people don't need to log in, so that other people can come and see other people's profiles if need be. And depending, they'll be able to see at least maybe the first page or something like that. Okay. So here, also read posts, because sometimes you may want to share posts to people that are not on the website, but you want to share it on Facebook. All right, so that's that. And then we're going to do a little bit of bug fixing, because I was told there are a few bugs here, which we will go through just in a short while. And then we will look at tagging, so that you can tag your friends in a post. For example, we're going to be using the @ symbol. So when you say @ and then you type somebody's name there, the system is going to recognize who that is, and then give them a notification that somebody mentioned you in a post or something like that. Okay, so then we're going to look at forgotten passwords. So if somebody forgot a password, how they can recover that password using email. All right, so without much ado, let's begin. So we're going to start with the simple stuff, and then we go to the harder stuff. So for example, let's start with a little bug fixing. Okay, so let's fix a few bugs here. So let me mention the bugs that I saw and some people mentioned. So let's start with let's go to the index page here, where you see posts for people you are actually following. So if you look very closely here, you see that some of these posts are actually comments. They're not really posts like this one. This one is specifically saying a comment, and yet I can see it here. It's probably a comment to this post right here. So if I click on comments, I will see that a comment is also there. So this is one bug that we're going to look at. And then the second thing is that if I go to, let's say I go to a post like this one, right? This is not my account. My account is this one. So if I want to comment on here, like the way I did here, I did comment nice profile image, and yet I am seeing myself. No, I'm not seeing myself. I'm seeing the owner of this post as the one that posted here, which is not true. Let me try a second comment like so, and you're going to see that instead of showing my profile image, it's going to show the profile image of the owner of the post, something like this. Okay, so we're going to handle that as well. So let's do one thing at a time. So let me go to the index page here, and let's deal with these comments showing up here. So to do that will be very simple. Let's go to our, this is our folder here where we have our files. So I'm going to go to the index page because this is the page. Open it in the text editor here. So let's go to the place where we're actually loading our stuff. So this is the query right here that is loading our posts. Is word wrap on? Okay, go. There we go. So here the query is just fine actually. So it says select all from posts where parent is equal to 0 and user ID is equal to my user ID. So if we go to our table here where we have our posts, you will notice that all the comments have a parent which is not a 0. So if you see this is not a 0, it means this one has a parent, which is another post, and so it is a comment. So if it's 0, then it's a post. So which is correct? We are looking for a parent equal to 0, which is a post, and also the user ID must belong to myself, meaning I can see my own posts here, or a user ID must be one of my followers. Well, one of the people I am following, I think. This is the thing here. So this is right here is where the problem is, this or right there. So what's happening is the query is evaluated starting with the ors and then it goes to the ands. So what's happening here is that it's evaluating this first and saying, is the post one among those, was it created by somebody I'm following, and so on. And then if yes, and then it's going to do an or here and say parent is equal to 0 and that. So in situations like this, what we have to do is be very specific what we want it to evaluate first, because here it usually uses that what do we call it, a BODMAS or something, bracket of division and so on. There's an order to these things. So instead we can give it our own order by adding brackets. So for example, I want to make sure that parent is equal to 0 is alone. So this is a must. Parent is equal to 0 is a must, and it can do either this or that. So what I need to do is put brackets over here. I will put an opening bracket there and a closing one over here. In this way, it's going to evaluate this first, and then the result of this should, if the result of this is true, because either this or that can be true, whatever it is here, there should be an and this is equal to 0. So this becomes a must, because whatever the result here, it must also be true. So if I save this, let's go back to our profile. Now take note of this comment right here. There's a comment, even though the other one is not here, I think. So let me just refresh this page right now, and if we go down, we'll see that a comment has disappeared. So this is awesome. We have fixed one problem. Now let's go down here to fix the second one. So let me go to comments. So this is a comment by me, but it's showing somebody else. So what we need to do is go to let's go to the file that shows where is this? This is single post.php. So this is where we need to actually go. So let me go to my files, and where is single post.php, if I may ask? There we go. So let's open that baby up, and let's go down here to where we're actually reading the comments, right? Because that's where the problem must be. So get comments is right there. This is the thing. So we are getting our comments, but even though we get the comments, comment.php is what shows the actual comment. So let's open comment.php as well. Let's see what's going on in there. Where is comment? There we go, comment.php. So this is a single comment in here. So let's see where it's actually showing us the user. So right there it says first name raw user, right? So it's looking for the first name inside raw user. So now we have to go backtrack a little bit and see where did we declare raw user. So it's definitely not in this file. We declared it outside because already here we are using it. So let's go back to single post, and you see that we're not declaring raw user here at all. Raw user is being declared right here, and it's getting the user of the comment of the post, sorry. So whoever posted this is the user we are getting, right? So let's redeclare raw user. Let me copy this right there, since we need to use it down here as well. The reason we are doing this is because once we use raw user, we are using it, where are we using it? Here, include post.php. So we are using this in there, so which means after this part raw user is useless, so we can reuse it after this part. So let me just copy this, bring it down here. Now the thing is, comments can be from different people, so the fact that we were using just one piece of information is not good. So inside this loop, for every comment that we loop through, we have to get the user for that particular comment, because every user could be different. So this is why we have to paste this here, so that we reassign raw user every time we go through a comment. So raw user is equal to user get user, of course, and raw user ID. Now instead of using raw, we're going to use this comment, because this comment is what contains our comment. So let me copy that and replace there. So get user from that comment. So let's see if that actually sorts the problem out. Let me refresh. Okay, so here it could be that this is the real comment. So let's go to something else. We are sure that we did that comment, we made that comment, which was on one of these files. There's two comments there, so let me click there, and there we go. So you see that now it's showing the correct user for that particular comment. So let me try and comment as this user right here, so that we can see that it will change to that user. So let me log out, and I'm going to log in as this other user. Okay, and then go to the same one with two comments here, so you can see it's sticking to that user. So let me write commenting on my own post, and let me post, and there we go. So you see now it's showing the correct user for this one and that and that. Okay, so far everything is good at this point. All right, so in the next tutorial we're going to look at how to do our pagination here, so that we can paginate our posts from one page to the next. I'll see you then.